Welcome. It's Kick Off with Jay again. He's doing football the way you love it and as we promised. And first of all, before we even start the show, please always like and subscribe our videos. If you are new here, this is the best bet for footballing content anywhere in Nigeria. So just please subscribe using the big red button down there. And thank you very much for taking us to 100 subscriber plus. We are very, very grateful and we hope for more. We hope for more. 1K, 2K, 3K, 5K and so much more. So as you always know, I don't do this alone. It's doing football the way you love it, and as we promised, as I said earlier. Okay, let me start first with Demola. Demola, welcome to the show as usual.
Okay, it's nice again to be here. I released the opportunity to speak nice football, talk about the experience and everything football brings. I'm a Chelsea fan. Don't mind the Juve jersey.
Okay, Muhammad, as always, welcome to the show again.
Yeah, welcome. On the bounce of 2 wins,
Lovely.
momentum is building.
Okay.
You don't have to do that every single time. You guys, you are still meeting again.
Okay, so 2 games on the bounce. I think that will be the game we want to talk about very much. The Man United game against Southampton. So how was it for you?
Well, I think it's difficult. I think those 2 games against Liverpool and Southampton, those games were difficult, and that shows the level in which every Premier League team is operating at the moment. I don't think there's any walkover team in the Premier League. Those 2 games were nervy and difficult. Erik ten Hag does not have most of the players he wants to implement his style of play. United are going long, they're not building from the back, and that shows a sign of a great manager. He wants to get points as early as possible, and when you win 2 games, especially at home to Liverpool, I think it builds confidence for the Manchester United players.
Okay, it builds confidence, and one person that should be talking about confidence is Sterling right there.
Yeah.
2 goals against Leicester, 10-man Chelsea. It was a difficult afternoon, wasn't it?
The game was magnificent. Like all Chelsea fans were feeling the moment, these chances Chelsea wing backs were creating. How beautiful and fluid formation went from going 1 man down to winning the game 2-1. Even the goal they scored was a consolation goal after we've been 2-0 up. Sterling showing nice power in front of goal, still losing, still shaking in front of goal, but it actually proved the reason why nobody should write him off. He's still a nice player, a nice Sterling in his prime. We are all proud of himself. Okay. And also, I think Manchester United, they are just building momentum. They are still a new team. They are a team that they are trying to build their team up from the scratch. They were below par. They are below everything about.
You always want to talk about Manchester United. I think you are obsessed.
No, I think it's better for me to just tell you the facts and just know that you are no longer a big team. You are building from scratch. So
of course, we will see at the end of the season.
We'll see at the end. So moving on, we'll take some weekday preview and very early times in the season, and let's quickly move. Liverpool will be hosting Newcastle, and that game I think is a tricky one. We saw how Liverpool decimated Bournemouth at Anfield, and Newcastle too are already making some huge signings and looking like one competitive side and one stubborn and dogged side. We always know will come and give you a run for your money in the Premier League, Mohammed.
Well, I think that's where football is at the moment. If you want to get the best players in the market, you have to spend money, regardless of anything. But about the match, I think you should expect fireworks from the match. This is, for me, the biggest match of the weekday because the 2 teams highly energetic. Yes. Newcastle have been fantastic. They're one of the best teams so far in 2022 in the Premier League. So I'm not expecting a 9-0 victory for Liverpool. I expect Liverpool to toil because Newcastle are difficult to break down.
Yeah. Newcastle are definitely difficult to break down, and one side that is flying high, 100% record in the Premier League. The only side with the 100% record is Arsenal, and they'll be facing Aston Villa right there at the Emirates Stadium. Gabriel Jesus is on all-time high. The mood around the team is looking so good. What do you think about this Arsenal side?
I think
some people are even pushing them to be Premier League title contenders.
Yeah, surely for now I think most teams that are in the top form are all title contenders, but I think having a 100% winning record, they make your Arteta side, they are really pushing. They are pushing their limits. They are pushing themselves to the wall. Yeah, beyond the limit. They have been on rock bottom before. Then I think that drive that spirit, the energy is still
And also
within
the
them.
summer drive, the
Yeah.
spending on Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus is really pushing the team, even though he's not the only one. I'm seeing Martinelli, I'm seeing Odegaard,
William
I'm seeing
Saliba too
William
has come in.
Saliba. They are
Very solid.
very solid. I think Arsenal really should push for the trophy, but I doubt them winning it. It's Premier League.
Okay. You doubt them winning it. So
Yeah.
you are saying they might, the 100% record might stop against Aston Villa.
Exactly, but Aston Villa is a team that they have been struggling in recent weeks, but I think they can bounce back against Arsenal.
Okay, so let's move to Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, Demola, and Nottingham Forest. They have one wonderful goalkeeper that has saved almost two penalties in the Premier League,
Yeah.
and it's a player on loan from Manchester United,
Anderson,
and a lot of signings. That the one that spent most money.
You make it
the Premier League.
19.
Close to 19 signings.
19 signings, and it looks like they really wish to stay in the Premier League. Do you think this summer drive will actually push them to stay in the Premier League?
I think if they actually work with their signings and try to blend the team
Integrate
together,
them very well.
yeah, they can actually do that, because we have seen teams that came on like Sheffield signing over 11, 12, and they still went. But I think if they can integrate the side together, they can do that. And
so, Mohammed, what do you think about that too? The Manchester City Nottingham Forest game. Haaland at the back of an hat-trick against Crystal Palace will be facing Nottingham Forest right there at the Etihad Stadium. Nottingham Forest I don't think they've won any of their games in the last 3 to 4 games they've played.
Yeah, they won one.
They won one, and
Yeah.
Dean Henderson has been looking solid in those games.
Well,
Very
I
much
think,
so.
as usual, Man City will be too strong for Nottingham Forest.
Exactly.
But then they could count on Dean Henderson to reduce the score count.
surely.
Okay. And the big one right there. Another game to look forward to is the Leicester-Manchester United game. Manchester United on the streak of 2 wins, and Leicester haven't won any game in the Premier League as we speak to you today. Even can win a 10-man Chelsea side.
Well, on paper, you expect Manchester United to defeat Leicester City. Leicester have struggled. They have so many issues. They've not backed the manager. Fofana is gone. Vardy is missing big chances. Harvey Barnes is not at his best. Yuri Tillemans wants to leave the club. So I think they have a lot.
Evans is getting old.
Yes, they have a whole lot. Schmeichel left the
club.
club, and they signed a goalkeeper, but question marks if he's good enough. I think United will be too strong for Leicester City on Thursday.
So
Okay, I think Manchester United having the form of their life, 2 wins in 4 games, the best in 2022. I think they should actually
first time they win twice in a month.
Yeah,
Okay.
surely that's best. They are
In
best in
2021.
2022.
2022, sorry.
Yes. I think they should actually go past Leicester. Leicester, they are not gelling as a team right now. So I think.
Okay, so let's talk about. Do you think Manchester United is missing a little bit of Anthony? He has been out due to injuries in previous game. I think Ten Hag said he had Achilles in the last game and couldn't appear.
Yeah.
So do you look forward to having Anthony?
I think, Anthony Martial is like the glue that makes the attack stick.
Okay.
Because we saw him against Liverpool. It caused a lot of problems for Van Dijk and Gomez. His hold-up play is fantastic. His dribbling is fantastic. He has close control. But then the injury issues is a concern. But United are probably still in the market, and if they can get a like-to-like signing of Memphis Depay, I think it's another thing that will help as well.
Depay, he has a stint at Manchester United already. He was unwanted before he left.
It was not looking good.
Yeah, it was not looking good.
It doesn't matter. He's not wanted in Barcelona, and Manchester United are the only option for him.
But let's quickly talk about Ronaldo. Ronaldo has been part of this team and is yet to score a league goal. But what is really happening is Manchester United winning without Ronaldo even looking nice.
I think, of course, United can play without Cristiano Ronaldo.
Surely.
And I think Ten Hag was right with the starting lineup against Liverpool, because he wanted players that will run. And you don't expect that from Cristiano Ronaldo.
So you are telling me Cristiano Ronaldo didn't give his all for you guys last season?
This is not last season. This is this season.
Okay, I think there are rumors of his agent, Jorge Mendes, actually flying around, hawking him. Yeah.
We'll see about that when the transfer window closes.
Okay, when the transfer window closes, and that will be drawing the curtain in today's preview. It's always lovely to do this. It's football, and just excitement and everything that's on. So, like and subscribe. Back another preview.